Guruji, my age is 67 and from the age of 28 I am suffering from depression. And in medical science they say that it is a chemical depression. So I am on medication. I do yoga and other meditation practice. Now my question is whether I can drop medicine or stop taking medicine. Which yoga practices are helpful for overcoming the depression?
Namaste. I would like to start with an introduction. See, I was teaching yoga from 1977 in Spain, continuously for 10 years. And I used to travel all over. I went once to a northern city called Vitoria, beautiful city, in the heartland of Basque land. And I used to stay in a professor's home. So one day he asked me, says, I have a younger brother who is in depression. He does nothing. He gets up, does crosswords, has his tea, coffee, then he goes to see his girlfriend, then he gets a newspaper, comes back, does crossword, eats and sleeps. This is his routine. Can you help him? He is hardly in his 20s. I said, let him come. I will see what I can do. So in a few days he came. And after the courtesies, I asked him, I said, Javi, can't you justify your life, your existence? It looks at present you are hanging onto your mother's apron strings. It's an expression to show that you are running after your mother to help you at this age. Can't you do some work to justify your existence? So he flared up at me. He was much taller than me, stronger. He says, what do you want me to do? I said, at least fill a truck with potatoes. I said this because Victoria is very famous for its potatoes. And right in front of his house, there was a big warehouse with potatoes. I didn't know this, but just came. I said this, we finished, he left. In a few weeks' time, I returned for another course there in Victoria. And I saw this young man now strong. His shoulders were full. He looked very sharp into my eyes. He says, now I can fill one truck a day with potatoes. Then he went back to his hometown with Bilbao, looked for a job, started as a peon, went to become a supervisor, a manager, and finally an owner. Then he got more industries, bought his Audis every now and then, used to come to the airport to receive me in his Audi. He bought a mansion, he became rich. Then when I left Spain, I handed over all my work to him. He started teaching yoga, wrote very fine books on yoga, and started teaching about depression. So depression is, I have some suggestions for you how to overcome depression. So what is depression? I'll now read the technical explanation. Depression is a serious medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. I repeat, depression is a serious medical illness that negatively affects you how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. It is a mood disorder. Psychiatrist Dandekar, who is at the Yoga Institute, I consult him for my work. Psychiatrist Dandekar says in 25 years, depression will be a major killer all over the world. What are the causes? First is stress, both internal and external. Stress is not one thing. It is a state of mind which cannot handle difficult situations. In general, it is called stress. Another causes are personality types. In yoga, they call it a tamasic type, very dull, very distracted. He can't think for himself, he can't act. He gets frustrated quickly. Family history. If there's your father, brother, sister, mother, relative having depression, most likely you will have it. Not all members, but some have. Loneliness. If you're a lonely type, isolator, can't mix with others, always see defects in others, that also causes depression. And if you use alcohol and drugs, In Spain, too much alcohol. If you go to somebody's house and they say, "Do you want some water?" They say, "No, I had a wash." So you'll start with beer, go with wine, go with drink, go with cognac. Whole day they're drinking. So depression is more possible because when there's a down after alcohol, you get very depressive. And any serious illness also causes depression. Now, what are the symptoms? Continuous low mood or sadness, feeling hopeless and helpless, having low self-esteem. These are some of the symptoms. Also, if you feel fatigued, if you have sleep disturbances, if you have difficulty in concentration, if you are restless, if you have continuous agitation, if you have change of appetite, if you have persistent aches and pains, these are also some of the symptoms. How does it affect the brain? Because cortisol, one important neurotransmitter in the brain, levels rise, brain size reduces, brain's function is disturbed. Then you need a PET scan, PET scan. It may reveal changes in brain activity. Then the psychiatrist can tell you what to do after that. Paradigm with coping with depression. At the Yoga Institute, lots of people come with stress. So they've made a paradigm, some formula, and it is like this. Don't withdraw from life. Go back. No matter, even if you suffer, doesn't matter. Go back. Pick up the leaves in the garden. Face your fears. Write a journal with a touch of humor. Try to laugh at yourself and the life situations. Have a healthy diet. It's called sattvic diet. Lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. Whenever a meal is heavy, leave it. Go and find some fruits. Lot of chickus now. You have healthy routines. Positive thinking. Journal writing. Write 9 positive things each night. And do some purification for yoga. They help you. Nasal cleaning. It raises your spirit. Trataka Kriya, eyes. Center the mind, improve your concentration. Very important. Udhyana Bandha. Bandhas to redirect and raise your energy. Nishabanda Bhava. To be above all distractions and noises. And laughter therapy. Ha ha ha. Laugh. Another one. Just when you're in your phone, you want certain things you don't want, you swipe it away. Learn when unnecessary things come, just swipe it away. Make it into an action, and then mind follows it. Have a year-to-year smile, and that itself is cures you partly. Say ho strongly 9 times. Ho, ho, ho. All the blocked energy awakens, and brew Brahmari Pranayama like the bees. Be careful to keep the window shut, otherwise other bees will come home and attack you. About recovery, it is hard to say. Even for specialists, it may take weeks or months or years, depending on the intensity and other relevant factors. Statistically, about 30% patients improve. But in the case of my student in Spain, in Vitoria, he recovered about 90% and he became a very strong man, which shows that yoga is very good for depression. But you have to be regular and do it with full heart and soul. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you.